Hey, good Monday morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy, and what I would call a pretty solid soaking rainfall for this time of the year coming through lower Michigan. Just the question in my mind is the whole band centered in the south half or shifted about 25-50 miles to the north? So we'll cover that for you, and let's get right on into it. Hey, good morning, Nick Schweitzer. Are you harvesting apples there already near the Grand Rapids area? All right, so here we go. And we will keep an eye open for the possibility of severe thunderstorms. This is the latest forecast from the Storm Prediction Center, and you'll notice the yellow. Minnesota, Northeast Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, they expect some severe thunderstorms with a couple of tornadoes to develop later today and head toward the southeast, but dissipate before they get to us. And then they also expect some severe storms maybe late evening in the far southeast corners. I'm not quite sure just yet. I got to watch this a little bit more. So here's the setup. And you know, I like to show you the big picture. So what you're seeing is the satellite picture, and then I superimposed the upper airflow. So these red lines would basically be the wind flow, and imagine that as the steering currents. It's exactly that. The steering currents for the storm system up in Minnesota and the Dakotas, all the bright clouds, thick clouds, that's a solid storm system. And look where, if you took those clouds and brought them along the trajectory of the wind flow, comes right into Michigan, and indeed it will. So here's the radar right now. Now we have had some robust thunderstorms in the southwest corner of the state. Let me see if I can grab a radar for you closer up, but I want you to focus your attention right now to our northwest. That's a solid area of rain for this time of the year. Vicki Fletcher, will the rain hold off in Davison for the back to the bricks turn up party? Not sure when that is. When is that, Vicki? All right, let's find the radar real quick here. Just bear with me a second. Okay, so this is what we're looking like across southern Michigan right now. Now, these storms are not really expected to be severe. We do have a heavy, strong thunderstorm. Someone else asking about back to the bricks. Oh, today, 5 o'clock. Yeah, I will look at that. I think it'd probably be pretty good at 5 o'clock, but we'll look at that here shortly on the radar forecast. So these thunderstorms around Lansing to Jackson, moving east toward Ann Arbor and Detroit in the next couple of hours, you're going to get wet, but they'll also be on the diminishing side at that point. So you're probably looking at, some showers, light thunder showers in the Detroit area. Here's the radar forecast. Let me get it to a way where you can see it best possible. Okay, so this is the radar forecast, and we'll grab several of these here. So there's your complex of thunderstorms, and then we go to noon and 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So probably this usually is an hour too slow on the movement, and I see it's already an hour too slow. This is what it says at 11 o'clock. Well, it's pretty close. And then this is 1 o'clock, 2, and 3. So in the noon hour, Ann Arbor and Detroit and Saline and Monroe, you're going to have some showers around. 5 o'clock, back to the bricks. More than likely dry. The wet biased meteorology world. Hey, good morning, Greg Hellpap. I appreciate that very much. Papios, let's give them a shout out. They're in Reese, Michigan. Some good food there. If you're heading from the Thumb and can't make it to Saginaw, or don't want to make it to Saginaw, I guess I should say. So this afternoon and evening, pretty quiet. And then here comes a storm system. Let me see. Let me grab. All right, let me grab. Now I got the run in its full form. So this is middle of the night. No, this is 6 tomorrow morning, 7, 8. So what we're going to see is this first round of thunderstorms move through and dissipate in the southeast, fairly quiet in the middle part of the day into dark, and then overnight, this is midnight, 3 a.m., overnight we'll start to get rainy and thunderstormy. In this kind of pattern, you don't get severe weather in the middle of the night, generally. This is 11 tomorrow morning, and this is noon. So guess what tomorrow is, folks? Tomorrow is a wet day. Houghton Lake southward. And 1 in the afternoon, 2 and 3. So tomorrow afternoon in the Detroit area, Ann Arbor, some heavy rain producing thunderstorms. All right, Rocky Johnson, great report there. Heavy rain over here early this morning, but things are clearing out right now. Thank you. Okay, tune-up party is tomorrow in Flushing. Tomorrow in Flushing, it's going to be coming to an end around then, and if my theory is correct and everything moves a little quicker, it could be over, but a lot of rain before that. And then as we go into Tuesday evening, things dry out, and Wednesday looks quite good. Now, another model. So, I'm going to go over this with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I'm not going to keep it short. So you're going to get some weather. So hang on here. We got a lot going on. So we have a lot of models. We like the high resolution rapid refresh in the short term, 6, 12, 18 hours. The one I just showed you. We get an ensemble of that too, where they tweak it some and average it some, and I'll show that to you as a rainfall forecast. Then we get the North American model. I like that one at 12, 24, 36 hours out. It beats the high resolution rapid refresh. It's got a bigger domain, I guess maybe you'd say. And then we usually jump to the European after that, and unfortunately we occasionally look at the US model. Why we are second in modeling on the GFS part, I don't know. And I guess I should say we're second in modeling up here in the Great Lakes because they've tweaked the GFS so that it now almost beats the European on tropical systems, which is a very important type thing. So let's get back to this. So what you're seeing now is you're seeing a different model. You're seeing the North American model. Now this one doesn't come out as often as the high resolution rapid refresh. Okay, so look at 6 hours ago what this model said for 10 this morning and 11 this morning. Pretty accurate, fairly accurate, so we believe it's some. And again, it shows a quieter afternoon, and then as we go through the night to night, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10, noon, 1, 2, 3, everything shows the southeast part of lower Michigan, Ann Arbor to Detroit, really rocking with some heavy rain and storms, at least the first half of tomorrow afternoon, and hanging on until the evening. So it's going to happen. Just how much and where. So here's your high resolution rapid refresh in that ensemble mode. Let me see if I get a new one here. Nope, I don't yet. So it says that rain that comes through tomorrow is a solid 1 to 2 inch rain from Pentwater, Muskegon, Grand Rapids, Benton Harbor, St. Joe, right down to the Indiana border, through Grand Rapids, through Kalamazoo, Lansing, Jackson, Monroe, Ann Arbor, Saline, Detroit area, and tapering as you get to what we call the Tri-Cities, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, tapering to less than a ½ inch, to Traverse City, Houghton Lake, Gaylord, looking at 1/4 to a ½ inch. Now remember, this is an ensemble, so it's kind of watered down just a touch. This is that North American model, not in an ensemble mode, but notice that it has a northward shift, and it has streaks of 1-inch rains through Saginaw Bay City, the thumb, also through the Traverse City area and other places in the south, 1 to 2 inches as well. So this is a solid 1 to 2 inch rain, probably for the southern 2/3 of lower Michigan, and maybe you get some thunderstorms that push you to 3 inches. All right, now Paula Eckert, is the humidity going down? Yes, after this storm system, the humidity will go down. Good morning, Waterford. So here's your storm off the European coming through. Note the remnants of Hurricane Debbie. So note Wednesday, good day. Thursday, good day. And because of Debbie, we may see things just kind of logjam and not come at us with the next storm system. So we might see a scattered shower on Friday or Saturday, but right now it doesn't look like anything really big. And now we're into early next week before the next disorganized storm system comes through. So we've got one solid rain. Oh, I want to show you this one too. This is the European in the ensemble mode, and it's been very consistent. So you got to kind of look at the colors on that, and wherever you see the yellow, it's at least 1 inch. Now this would be a very stable forecast because there's 30 iterations of the European, all averaged together. So this would be, kind of what I would consider probably correct. That means Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, Lansing, Jackson, Flint, Saginaw, all of the Detroit area, all of the Ann Arbor area, all get 1 inch of rain to 2 inches of rain. Temperatures. Warm and sticky in the south, 87 in Ann Arbor and Detroit and Jackson and Monroe, 81-ish Saginaw, 83-ish Flint, 80-ish Grand Rapids, and you get into northern lower Michigan, the UP, temperatures in the 70s today. Tomorrow, because of the rain, obviously you're going to be stuck right at about 70. And then we go to Wednesday, into the 70s to near 80, and Thursday about 80 degrees or so. Friday back to the low 80s. Do I smell a work skipper Friday? I do. And then Saturday, Sunday. So the deep heat is gone for the next 10 days, and we're going to have a lot of 78 to 82 degree days. Again, my whole theory that August is one of the greatest months of weather, probably the best month of weather in Michigan. If you're kind of a summer fan, you kind of want to rain, you kind of want a taste of fall occasionally, you want to shut off the air con, but you want a lot of sunshine, August is your month. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on the weather for you. The main story is a solid soaking rain, 1 to 2 incher, southern 2/3 of lower Michigan, I would call it. By the time we get to Tuesday evening, most of the activity happens Tuesday morning into Tuesday afternoon, we'll call it. Keeping an eye on severe weather chances for you in the Detroit, Ann Arbor area, maybe late this evening. Not sure on the timing of exactly of that, and then there's always more. So take care. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, and you have yourselves a great Monday. Bye.